Hello, guys. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking more about the frequency revolution and how you can be getting involved and bringing the shift and the harmony to the planet at accelerated turbo speeds. Today we've got Ali and Becca, who's in my team. Well, I'm in their team, and they're going to be sharing more about this amazing opportunity in which we can be shifting the planet's frequency, the vibration, moving to harmony, and also being able to earn a few extra quid. And then also we're going to be talking about as well the opportunity in which where we could be going out to the Mexican Riviera. Oh, and I heard a naysayer say this is too good to be true. It's too good to be true. Well, guess what? Ali's going to what? Are you going to Bali? Literally, what, in a couple of days, in a couple of weeks, maybe, is it? So like this is the real deal. Becky's already been on these next level holidays. We ain't playing, we staying, and it's time to go. Yes, Curtis, you're right, mate. It's good to see your face, buddy. Right, welcome.
Awesome.
Can't hear
Thanks,
you, Curtis.
Joe.
Can't hear you,
Yeah,
but
we're
yeah,
excited.
welcome.
Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. My name is Beck McCulty. I am one of the quantum living advocates for Solex, along with my beautiful friend Ali, and of course the amazing Joe as well. And you know, when Joe's talking about the trip to like Mexican Riviera, it probably does sound a little bit like out there, but can I tell you that in the companies that I've seen over the years, and I've been on many, many of these trips, Solex, the company that we are aligned with, honestly, they have the most incredible experiences. I'm leaving in like 9 days, I think, to go to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. I've been with Solex now for 2 years, and they run a trip. This is their actual incentive trip ever. And the next one is the Mexican Riviera. So our goal is to get our entire teams there. So this is just an offering for you today to check it out. I know that there's been a lot happening on our planet in the last, particularly 3-4 years. And I just looked up to the heavens one day and said to my guidance, please just give us something to help the planet. And it was then that this technology fell into my lap. It wasn't even available in Australia at the time. And to be honest, we're in like pre-launch phase for the UK. Like, if you want to talk about how many people are distributing this technology in the UK right now, you're looking at the man himself. Like, we have Joe, and Joe can't do it all on his own. So that's why you guys are here checking this out, because if you've ever, and it's very rare that you would get a ground level opportunity at anything, but the fact that we have a ground level opportunity that has the chance to raise the vibration of our planet, like, I just think that that's next level. So I'm so grateful to the universe for bringing this to me and bringing it to my awareness. To give you a little bit of a history on myself, I'm a kinesiologist, I'm a psychic counselor, but I now specialize in bioresonance frequency medicine because this is my passion. I love it. I've seen it change lives. I've seen it save people, as much as we're not allowed to say that. I have. I know what I've seen, and I know what I've experienced myself. So I'm sure that we'll get into a couple of little testimonies on the way. But let's talk first and foremost about what is Solex, what is the product, and then what's it going to take for you guys to get involved. So let's go on that journey for a bit of a minute. Now, as I said before, in all honesty, we do not have a full-blown open market in the UK right now. We are in the phase of looking for people, key people who are wanting to run with this and to be at the forefront, as we were in Australia, to the forefront, to be able to launch this incredible technology to the planet, because people are looking for alternatives at the moment. People are scared to go to hospitals. People are scared to spend the money about going to a hospital and what they're going to be given or told or, misled. We have an opportunity here to be able to look into our own bodies and our own emotions and have it so accurate that, not to say that we don't need the medical profession, but to be able to help ourselves outside of that is huge. So a little bit of a background of Solex. This device, this technology started originally as a massive $38,000 USD device for holistic practitioners. The technology is Russian and German. It was discovered in the 1980s, where they compiled about 120,000 frequencies of the human body, and worked on what those frequencies were to be in the absolute optimal state. And that's how they put this machine together. And in the beginning, it was actually primarily designed specifically to help astronauts in space. But obviously, in the last 20 or so years, they've looked at how they can actually bring this to market to help, the everyday person. So the technology that's used in this frequency technology that we utilize is first and foremost scalar waves. So you may have heard, I'm sure, of Nikola Tesla. AO uses the scalar wave technology, which is completely safe, by the way. It's a completely safe form of wavelength energy. It does not have any electrical or magnetic components to it. Scalar waves were studied extensively by Nikola Tesla, and it is a lossless energy, meaning that the energy does not change, deteriorate, or alter across a distance or substance. The reason that that's so important for you is to know that when you use this technology, you can literally scan someone in another country and it be super accurate, because the scalar waves actually transport, I suppose is the word, faster than the speed of light. So it's next level technology. This is quantum physics all the way. When people say, wow, it sounds a little bit woo woo, let me tell you, once you've actually experienced it, it is just so accurate, it will blow your mind. So if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. But I'm guessing if you're on this call tonight, you probably already know that. Now, I don't know if you know of Dr. Royal Rife and you know much about the Rife machine and Rife technology. 1934, Dr. Royal Rife helped 16 cancer patients become cancer-free with his beam ray technology. So his technology is absolutely incredible. It was shut down many years ago because why? Because it was healing people, right? So just to give you a bit of a snapshot, we use the scalar wave technology and the Rife frequencies as well in our technology that we utilize with our scanning device. So when you talk about the likes of those who worked with quantum physics, obviously Albert Einstein was one of the main ones. And one of the biggest things he ever said was the future of medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. And this is what I feel so blessed to be moving into. So for those of you who maybe don't work in that space of energy and frequency and all of the amazing things that I get to work with at the moment, every cell and organ in the body has their own distinctive vibrational frequency. So when these frequencies are disrupted, whether it be by injury, diet, stress, emotion, it results in a disruption, and that is often so profound that it can literally carry scars for life. And that can be not only physical, but as I say there, emotionally as well. And that's where, when everything starts with emotion, to be able to pinpoint the emotion and to shift the emotion back into homeostasis is where the real healing happens. So when this is not addressed, it can bring about fatigue, depression, illness, dis-ease in the body, and even death. So over the past 20 years, these vibrational frequencies have been isolated, identified, and cataloged into this technology that we have. And you can go to the doctor, you might have symptoms or whatever the case may be, but the reality of it is you can't ever just deal with the symptoms, because and I'm sure you've experienced it yourself, when you deal with the symptoms, it's only going to get worse, or it'll go away for a short time, but it will always come back. What we do with the AO scan technology is that we always look for and find the deep root cause of the problem. And that's when you deal with that root cause, it's like pulling the weed out of the ground, the rest of it dies off. You're not picking at the leaves and hoping for a result. You can see by this analogy here, underground, where the actual root cause is, whether it be emotional or whether it be physical. We can get down to the crux of it. I was at an expo recently where there was an elderly lady who has spent thousands and thousands on doctors, naturopaths, you name it, she's been there. And she's had every test in the medical world, and she could not figure out why she is so exhausted. And she could feel her health declining at a hugely rapid rate. So I said to her, let me scan you. So I scanned her. And I said to her, if I scan you, I can tell you what's wrong with you in about 5 minutes. And she's like, oh, no way. I've been spending thousands of dollars and months trying to identify this. She had a mold problem. And I picked it up in the scan. I said, you've got mold in your body. We need to do a mold detox. And she just looked at me and she said, I have mold in the house. I'm like, well, there's your first problem. Get rid of the mold, and then we need to get the mold out of you, because that can cause such a huge, huge issue. So this is what I used. You can now use this on your phone, your laptop, your computer. Back in the day, they used to have specific devices, but they don't want to be a device company. Solex want to make sure that they are maximizing their time and what their focus is, and their focus is technology with the frequency medicine. So they got the technology to such a degree that they shifted out of devices, and you can literally use this web application on your phone or your personalized device, which is super cool. So what is the AO scan? How does it work? What does it do? I want to answer some of those questions for you. But the best place, of course, to start is to have the experience also. Let's talk about really quickly the inner voice scan, because like I said before, everything starts with emotion. So this particular scan, what it does is you speak into it. So even if you've got someone a distance away from you, they can just send you a voice note and you can actually scan their voice. And what it does is it isolates and analyzes over 8,000 frequencies across the 12 different notes of the octaves in your voice, pitch, tone, pattern, etc. So it identifies then the emotional imbalances and then creates harmonizing music to balance the emotional state using the musical notes, radionics, and other frequencies. So what that means is you basically get your very own personalized binaural beats for you to listen to balance out anything that's emotionally going on in the body. So to you, it might just sound like music, but there's actually specific frequencies that have been created for you by the technology that will enter your brain and balance that out. If we had just this and nothing else in the scanning device, I can tell you this is the best thing you will ever experience. And I know that Joe loves this part of the scanner so, so much. So it uses the same software as a lie detector to be able to obtain the accurate results. So it looks for what octaves in your voice are in and out of alignment, then it correlates to what's emotionally going on for you. So the generated frequency sound healing harmonics are 100% customized specifically to you, which is really cool. You get full reports. So it'll show you, hey, at one end of the scale, there's this self-critical aspect, and at the other end is self-accepting. So what it means is there is an imbalance between the two. You can see the little human there. It shows you where it's lit up, where it's affecting you in the body, where your emotions are affecting you. It has color therapy aspect to it as well. So you know what colors are going to support that emotion. It shows you some of the imbalances that are possibly happening in the body, some of the potential causes, what the emotions are, and then the balancing harmonics are how you rectify that by listening to them. The next one is the vital scan. This is one of my favorites because it scans the energetic state of your blood biology in over, and more now, but over 800 items. So it scans the blood in less than 3 minutes. It's equivalent to getting hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of blood work done. So if I can give you the example of where this is, for me as a parent, more important than anything, is the fact that I can scan my daughter regularly and see toxins, hormones, micro, macro minerals, mold, bacteria, parasites, food sensitivities, heavy metals, you name it. I can see it in her blood without actually having to take her for a blood test. So imagine how powerful that is. And it's not just to see what's going on in the body, it actually will rectify those frequencies where it can. So it scans and then it sends you the balancing frequencies to guide the body toward homeostasis and shows the results based on whether the frequencies are in range or out of range. And that's where I'm saying the only thing that we would focus on is what couldn't be brought back into alignment. But what it's doing is teaching your body at a frequency level how to behave in a healthy manner, which is brilliant. And you can see here in this final
Can't see your
scan
slides
report.
quick.
Oh, you can't see it?
No,
You
I
can't.
can see them. It's fine.
Okay, cool. So you can see here, for example, if we look at the food sensitivity side of things over here, we've got cottage cheese was out of alignment. So it meant that if that person was to eat cottage cheese without being scanned, it would affect their body because their body wouldn't be able to tolerate it. But then what we've done is worked with the frequencies to bring those frequencies back into homeostasis. And that's where it comes back into alignment here. And it's saying, okay, well, cottage cheese isn't so much of a problem. If, however, any of these was still red, I would say, let's say, for example, yogurt came up and that was still red, I would say to somebody, let's just keep an eye on that. But, you know, it's just saying that for now, your body just would not be able to cope with eating yogurt right now. So at least you know, and you can do this daily for yourself and your family to know what your body can and can't tolerate from a food perspective. It's brilliant. Comprehensive scan does all of your musculoskeletal side of things. So it's very similar to an MRI or a CT. And believe it or not, it is actually more effective and more accurate than an MRI or a CT. Soon enough, this technology is also going to be able to do a personalized ultrasound. I know that sounds insane, but it is brilliant. So it scans all the physical components. So arteries, veins, nerves, organs, lymphatics, chromosomes, spine, vertebrae, muscles, ligaments, glands, teeth, etc. You can optimize the areas in your body by clicking a button to send optimizing frequencies to shift those areas back into an optimized state. So let's say, for example, you've got a really sore back. You don't know what's wrong with it. Scan your body. It will tell you which vertebrae or muscles, it'll tell you what you've done to it. I did that with my calf muscle the other day. I was like, I think I tore my calf. So I ring the doctor, I book in for a scan. It's going to cost me $220 to ultrasound it. And I'm like, what am I doing? I've got my own technology. So I scan myself and it says it's the ligaments. I go to the osteopath and I said, hey, this is what my scanner showed. Do you think I need anything else? She goes, no, that's super accurate. She treated it. I've scanned it again and it's got better. So, you know, these are the things that not only can you save yourself the time, keep yourself out of that medical system as much as you can, but also too, save yourself an absolute fortune when it comes to your health. But also too, you could be running scans for clients. You know, you don't have to be a practitioner. You can learn this and actually earn a certificate in frequency medicine through Solex and be qualified to actually be scanning people and giving them their results. Body systems is an awesome one. There's 13 body systems that we scan. Again, we look at every system and it will actually tell you and it'll scan and optimize the largest 65 trapped emotions and lists which the body system is stored in, and then how it's actually affecting your body. So it'll actually give you all of the information and a full report. So I know that this is a lot of information today. It's really just giving you a snapshot, but the full training and everything is provided, and it's actually really easy. And it's one of those things that honestly, you just play with and practice on yourself and your family initially. That's the best part about it. Subtle energy frequency imprinter has to be one of my favorite parts of the scanner because this is the absolute powerhouse of this device. So it uses the scalar wave technology to broadcast frequencies to anyone in the world. You can also load your animals, spaces, objects, anything into the scanner. You can imprint items such as sugar pillules, jewelry, the subtle energy frequency dots, which are the two little things on the side of the screen you can probably see. You can imprint frequency and change the structure of water. So, for example, I did a little trial a while ago where I had a plant dying, which is just unfortunately a common thread around my household. I'm kind of known for it. And I thought this plant was really beautiful and I did want to save it. And so I actually imprinted love into the water and tipped that onto the plant each day. And you should see that plant now. That plant is super, super happy. So there are thousands of frequencies in this section. It's abundance. We do Cephi groups, 21-day challenges. We've just finished doing a 21-day detox. And that's where you can join us in that 21-day detox. Charge your clients, your friends, family, whoever. $99 is what we usually charge. They have that experience for a month. We do the work. The only thing you have to do is run frequency for them. It's just super simple. It takes a few minutes a day. But the next one we're probably going to do is on abundance, which I'm super pumped for. Abundance, sleep well, anxiety, pain free, confidence, sports enhancement, immune support, you name it. There's so many of them. In that section, though, also we have all of your bark flowers, we have chakras, we have all the homeopathics. And it doesn't mean that you need to know everything about homeopathy. You can actually scan the body in real time and it will tell you what frequencies and what homeopathics you actually need. So for me, I love homeopathy. I know nothing about it. So I let the scanner do the work with that. So I'm going to hand you over to Ali now, my partner in crime. The beautiful Ali is based in Perth, Australia, but originally from Scotland. So I'm going to invite Ali now just to talk to you a little bit about, you know, the business side of things and how she got involved, etc. Hey, Ali.
Hey, hi everyone. How you doing? It's Ali Robertson here. Yeah, I got involved in the Solex device probably about 18 months ago now. And I just, as soon as I learned about the technology, I was absolutely blown away that we were able to use this technology to actually, you know, step into our power and look at the structures that's going on in our current reality. So I think with the network marketing structure, we have lots of stuff that we bring with the Solex. We have an online university that you can tap into and you can actually learn how to use this software and incorporate into your already existing businesses. Or if it's something you need you want to do you know, like a change in career, this is something to really look at because I was so excited about it. I've worked in pathology for the last 15 years since immigrating to Australia, and I do love what I do, but this fell in my lap and I was able to learn about frequencies and how it can benefit the body and how we can support ourselves, I was just blown away. So the Solex University provides free training. Anyone that comes on board, there is free training that teaches you how to use the software, how to utilize it. There is another online university that's a paid one that you can then use that. There's lots of support on Facebook for us. For the QLAs, we have a few different Facebook groups and testimony groups that we can plug you into as well, where you can really look at what's going on for other people and how they've used the device and how it's benefited them. What else?
Yeah, I think that's 100% it, Ali. And I love the fact that for you, this is going to be something to, you know, with that residual income as well, getting you out of your job. But for now, it's, you know, it's extra income, which is awesome. But the goal is for you to really shift out from, and I'm the same, like that happened for me in 2022, I guess. My gosh, doesn't seem like that long ago. That for me, I was working full time and I got to a point where I was like, I was so busy with Solex that I didn't have the time for work. And as much as I probably couldn't have quite afforded to leave my full-time job, I leapt into it because this is my passion. Helping people is my passion, you know. Our disclaimer too, just so you know, guys, the AO Scan Mobile is not a medical device. We don't want it to be. It is not designed to diagnose, treat, or cure any dis-ease, and is solely for educational purposes. That's just a disclaimer we have to share with you. But as Ali says, like, you know, when you jump on board, frequency medicine, I knew nothing about. I didn't know that there was even such, I mean, I'd experienced bioresonance before, but I'd only ever experienced bioresonance at a naturopathic doctor, where I know that that machine cost them well over $30,000. So I would pay my $150, $200 to go and have a bioresonance session. But now you can literally have it in the palm of your hands. So please don't be put off by thinking, oh my gosh, there's so much to learn. Honestly, I always say, it's how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Like, the training is there, the ongoing training and support is there. You get your own personalized website, is all done for you, and it is all through the company updated. When products are added, they do all of that for you. So all of the system updates in Solex as well, with the actual technology, that's all included. It has got unlimited scanning capabilities, so you can scan as many people as you want every single day. And they're not going to charge you extra on top of the one fee. And you also have unlimited client profiles as well. And all of the frequencies, all of that is included. As Ali said before, if you want to do extra training, let's say on homeopathy, you can do that for a small extra cost. For me, I don't feel like I need to do that. It's not the work that I do for my clients. And for my family, I actually will just scan the body, and the scanner will tell me what frequencies in the homeopathic space I need. Or let's say I needed it for anxiety for a client or something. I actually go to the symptom or the root cause of like anxiety or whatever it might be, and it will tell me what those homeopathy remedies are. So you don't feel like you have to know everything to get started. It's just, honestly, I'm still learning along the way. So here's the $1 million question. How much is it going to cost me? So you can start today with an absolute minimal investment, honestly. You have a distribution licensing fee of, this is all in USD. So just so that you know, we pay in USD as well here in Australia. You pay a $49 a year licensing fee, so that's nothing. Then you have 3 options to get started. You can start with the software, which is $149 US a month. So that is, honestly, when I saw that, to see that not only I could scan my entire family as often as I would like for that amount of money, that was just blew me away. But I actually charge $149 for my scans. So I only have to do 1 scan a month for a client, and I've got my fee covered. The next one up from that is the $349. So what you would get in that is the technology and the Bluetooth headset. So the Bluetooth headset, we actually have EMF frequency protection. So you don't need to worry about the Bluetooth side of it. So these are just your get started packages. So $149, $349, or what most people tend to do is the $599, where you've got your $149 subscription included in that. And then you've got what we call the starter bundle. So you get the Bluetooth headset like that's shown there. You get the subtle energy frequency dots. So they're the little dots that you can imprint frequency on and put on all of the acupressure points on the body. You actually don't even have to know what the acupressure points are, because the scanner will tell you. You get a 660 band. That's a wearable infrared band, which is brilliant. It has the same effect as sitting in an infrared sauna, which is brilliant. I love my 660 band. I wear it every single day. In front of that 660 band, you can see those little things. What they are negative ion patches. So you can imprint frequencies into them. When I go out in public, particularly, like I'll put them in my pockets or whatever and have like EMF protection. Sometimes I do like energetic shield or clearing and shielding into them, just so that I'm protecting my energy. Whatever you feel like you need, you can imprint into those negative ion patches. And then you get the light wave glasses. So what they are the interchangeable glasses, and they're the color therapy aspect of the emotional balance scan. So To get started, it's really reasonably priced. It's not expensive. And your only ongoing commitment, and which you're never locked into, by the way, is that $149. But if you have 3 people come along with you at any point, whether that be in the beginning or over a period of time, that $149 is actually covered for you, which is awesome. So that is how you get started. But to be honest, nothing beats experience. So connect back to the person who's invited you on today. Ask them to do even an introductory scan, the inner voice, the binaural beats, and experience it. Because honestly, once you've experienced it, it will not only change your life, but it has the potential to change the life of so many around you. And I can't tell you how many people need this technology right now. And I'm letting you know also that the ground level opportunity that we have here with Solex in the UK, we haven't even got started yet. And if I can tell you one thing, this is one of those pivotal moments in life where you go, I could change my life right now by committing to something and helping change the world and be financially rewarded for it. Because the reality of it is, if you don't, somebody else is going to. And that's okay. If this is not for you, we appreciate your time and jumping on and all of the things and just hearing us out. But if this really resonates with you, please go back to the person who invited you on and say, hey, tell me more, or let's get started. Because honestly, we are on an absolute mission, and we just know how much this is going to impact people's lives for the better, which is what we need. So we thank you so much for joining us today. If there's any questions, please shout out. Joe, is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, thank you. That was amazing.
Awesome.
Actually, you know what? Do you want to just run over the minimum for people that may be interested in wanting to go to Mexico and when that would
Oh,
need to be done?
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yes. So Mexican Riviera, we actually have the opportunity from right now up until the end of August. So you don't have to, this is not a huge race. You've got time. You've got till the end of August, and the qualification is literally bringing in 15 people. So when you bring in 15 people and they have an active account and an active subscription with you with Solex, and can I tell you, even just from a basic, how much you would be earning just with 15 people would be roughly about 750 US a month, just in the basic commissions. Our commission structure is between 45 to 65%. It is massive. It is the highest in the industry. I've not seen any other company pay higher than 65% commissions. So they're exceptionally generous, because they're actually it's not about them making the money. It's about them getting the technology into the hands of as many people as they possibly can. And that's why they put these incentives on as well. So when you bring on 15 people in that period of time, which is, if you think about it, really only a few a month, you can probably think of people already that that you're like, oh my gosh, they would be so into this. Bring them on board, because for every single month their subscription is going out, you're getting paid about $50 US, which is pretty cool. So, and then at the end of the August, the qualifying time, you will be awarded a trip for one to the Mexican Riviera cruise. And that includes your airfares. They don't expect you to get there on your own. That will include your airfares, the cruise. It's all expenses paid. It is going to be phenomenal. And if you've got a partner or a best friend that you think, hey, I really want to take them with me, and you're a bit of an operator, bring in 25 people over the next however many months. You've got months to do it. 25 people. You imagine we got the whole of the UK. We've got the whole of the world right now. I'm sure we could find 25 people each. Then you've got a trip for 2. So when Joe says that this stuff is possible and it's real, I'm leaving in, I think, 8 or 9 days to go to, as I said before, Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. And I'm actually taking my best friend with me. And I can't tell you how amazing that makes me feel to be able to gift that to her and to bring her on what's going to be probably the trip of a lifetime for the both of us. And that's the reward for the hard work that I do, you know? So I know that if I can do it, any of you can do it. And it's not crazy goals that they're setting to get people there. They want people to come on these trips with us. So you know, Ali and I, we've got a retreat that we're doing in Bali for Solex in May. So it's not too far away either. It's only weeks away. It's going to be phenomenal. So, you know, let's create an amazing collaboration over in the UK. Ali and I very selfishly, don't we, Ali? We're like, come on, we're going to get the UK going because we're coming, and we're going to tour, and we're going to tour with Joe, and we're going to come and help you guys build your businesses. This is not just that you buy a licensing fee and then you're on your own. We want to help you succeed. So if this feels right for you, please reach out. We would love to have you in our collaboration. We're all about inclusion and all about raising the vibration of the planet. So thank you guys for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. We really, really appreciate your time.